I ever pondered about the existence of lost treasures, specifically in the sun-soaked lands of Florida? The enigma of lost treasures. A concept as old as time itself, yet as alluring as ever. It's the stuff of legends, folklore, and many a bedtime tale, inviting us on a whirlwind journey of mystery, adventure, and the tantalizing promise of unimaginable riches. Now, imagine this. Florida, a place that's no stranger to the allure of treasure hunting. With its rich history, particularly its maritime past, Florida has been the backdrop to numerous tales of buried and lost treasures. From the crystal-clear waters of the Atlantic to the dense mangrove forests of the Everglades, each corner of this sun-drenched state whispers tantalizing tales of treasures waiting to be discovered. First, let's consider the Spanish gold. Centuries ago, fleets of Spanish galleons laden with gold from the New World braved the treacherous waters of the Florida Straits, only to meet their watery doom. Today, their golden cargo is believed to lie scattered across the seabed, an underwater treasure trove waiting to reveal its secrets. Then, there's the fabled pirate booty. Florida's coast, with its hidden coves and secluded beaches, was once a favorite haunt for pirates. Legend has it that infamous buccaneers like Blackbeard and Gasparilla buried their ill-gotten gains here, and many a treasure hunter has dreamed of stumbling upon a chest of gleaming doubloons. But it's not just gold and jewels that make up Florida's lost treasures. There are stories of ancient artifacts, priceless artworks, and even lost cities swallowed by the sea, or hidden deep within the Everglades. Each of these treasures carries with it a fascinating story, a piece of Florida's complex tapestry of history and culture. So as we stand on the precipice of this treasure-filled journey, one can't help but feel a sense of exhilaration. The promise of adventure, the thrill of the chase, the possibility of unearthing a piece of history. It's enough to set the heart racing. Let's delve into the fascinating stories behind each of these lost treasures, shall we? The ocean floor off Florida's coast is a graveyard of sunken Spanish galleons. And one of the most intriguing tales from this underwater cemetery is that of the ill-fated 1715 Spanish treasure fleet. It was a balmy July evening, over 300 years ago, when a fleet of 12 Spanish galleons set sail for their homeland, laden with an unimaginable wealth. They were the treasure bearers, carrying the riches of the New World back to Spain. Their holds were bursting with gold, silver, and precious gems, plundered from the Americas, a bounty that today would be worth billions. But as they navigated the treacherous waters off the coast of Florida, disaster struck. A hurricane, fierce and unexpected, tore through the fleet with relentless fury. The galleons, helpless against the storm's wrath, were tossed and turned, their crews fighting for their lives. But the hurricane was merciless. By the time the storm had passed, all 12 galleons had been claimed by the ocean's depths, their treasure sinking with them. And there, beneath the waves, the treasure remains. Despite countless attempts to salvage this sunken wealth, much of it is believed to still be undiscovered. The ocean is not eager to give up its hoard. Over the centuries, the shifting sands and relentless currents have scattered and buried the galleon's remains, turning the search into a daunting challenge. But the lure of this lost fortune continues to draw treasure hunters from around the globe. Armed with sonar technology and deep-sea diving equipment, they scour the ocean floor, hoping to strike gold. And some have. Over the years, a fraction of the fleet's treasure has been recovered, each find a tantalizing glimpse of the untold riches that still lie beneath the waves. Yet the vast majority of the fleet's bounty remains untouched, hidden in the ocean's depths. The ocean has kept its secret well, with a fortune in gold and silver still resting on the seabed. Imagine a pirate burying his treasure on a deserted island, a scene straight out of a thrilling adventure novel. Now let's delve into the legend of José Gaspar, a notorious Spanish pirate who supposedly buried his ill-gotten gains somewhere on a little paradise known as Gasparilla Island. José Gaspar, also known as Gasparilla, was a formidable figure in the late 18th century. He was a man feared by many and loved by none. His life was one of high seas, battles and bountiful treasure, if the legends are to be believed. Gaspar's reign of terror came to an end in the early 19th century, but not before he amassed a significant fortune. It is said that Gaspar, ever paranoid of losing his wealth, buried his treasure on an island in the Gulf of Mexico. The island, now known as Gasparilla Island, is named after this infamous pirate. It's believed that the treasure, a mix of gold, jewels and other valuable trinkets, is still hidden somewhere on the island, waiting for the right treasure hunter to unearth it. Now you might be wondering, if this is all mere legend, why is it still relevant? Well, the answer lies in the city of Tampa, Florida. Every year the city hosts the Gasparilla Pirate Festival, a grand spectacle where the legend of Jose Gaspar comes alive. This festival is a testament to the enduring allure of Gaspar's legend. It features a mock pirate invasion, where a band of pirates led by the mythical Gasparilla invade the city and demand the mayor surrender the key to the city. The festival is a vibrant display of costumes, parades, and yes, the thrill of treasure hunting. Whether the legend of Jose Gaspar is true or not, the allure of his hidden treasure continues to captivate treasure hunters. It's a tantalizing mystery that beckons the brave and the bold. After all, who wouldn't want to unearth a pirate's booty, a treasure that hails from a time of high seas and high stakes? It's the ultimate prize for any treasure hunter, a testament to the thrill of the chase and the lure of the unknown. Not all treasures are buried at sea. Some lie hidden in the dense, swampy wilderness of the Everglades. There's a tale whispered among the locals, a tale of lost treasure and an infamous outlaw named Edgar Watson. The late 1800s was a time when the Everglades was a frontier, a wild and untamed expanse of marshland. It was here, amid the alligators and the mangroves, that Edgar Watson found his hideaway. A man of ill repute and a reputation for violence, Watson was said to have amassed a fortune through various nefarious means, gambling, robbery, even murder. And where did this ill-gotten wealth end up? Well, the legend goes that it was hidden somewhere in the Everglades, a treasure hoard, buried deep in the swamp, waiting for a brave or foolhardy soul to find it. The Everglades, as you might imagine, isn't the most accommodating of places. Its inhospitable terrain, a maze of marshes, swamps and dense vegetation, makes it a formidable challenge for any explorer. And this is perhaps why much of the area remains unexplored to this day. The countless waterways are often teeming with alligators, snakes and other creatures best left undisturbed. The heat is stifling, the humidity oppressive, and the insects, well, they're in a league of their own. Navigating through the Everglades is no easy task, and searching for a hidden treasure, that's an endeavor of Herculean proportions. Yet the allure of Edgar Watson's lost treasure remains. Every now and then, a new generation of treasure hunters venture into the Everglades, drawn by the tantalizing prospect of unearthing a fortune. Many have tried and many have returned empty-handed, but the legend persists, fueling dreams of gold and glory. So is the treasure real, or merely a figment of folklore? No one can say for certain. But one thing is for sure, the Everglades still hold the secret of Edgar Watson's loot, a tantalizing mystery for any treasure hunter. The thrill of discovery and the promise of untold wealth make treasure hunting an irresistible pursuit. This is the lure that has drawn many to the sunny shores and wild terrains of Florida. The stories we've touched on, the sunken Spanish galleons, the pirate's treasure, and the lost treasure of the Everglades, they all serve to fuel the imaginations of treasure hunters, both seasoned and green. Now imagine for a moment the Spanish galleons. Laden with gold, silver and precious gems, they were the floating treasure chests of their time. Their unfortunate fate at the bottom of the sea not only created a tangible treasure trove, but also a wealth of stories and legends that continue to captivate us to this day. Then there's the pirate's booty. These tales of swashbuckling buccaneers and their hidden hoards are the stuff of childhood dreams and Hollywood films. But beyond the romanticism of it, these stories hold a promise. A whisper that somewhere out there, a cache of pirate gold is waiting to be discovered. And let's not forget the lost treasure of the Everglades. The mystery that shrouds it adds an extra layer of intrigue to the pursuit. The allure here is not just in the potential riches, but also in the thrill of solving a centuries-old puzzle. However, as enthralling as these tales are, it's essential to remember there are legal aspects to treasure hunting in Florida. It's not all free-for-all. There are laws and regulations in place to protect these historical artifacts and the environment they lie in. It's a delicate balance between the pursuit of discovery and the preservation of history. Whether you're a seasoned treasure hunter or a dreamer with a metal detector, the lost treasures of Florida continue to fascinate and lure. Who knows, the next great discovery could be just a shovel's depth away. So, keep dreaming, keep hunting, and maybe, just maybe, you'll be the next to unearth a piece of history.